You got to bundle up. We've been telling you about this for days. We issued this 11 Alive weather impact alert just so that you would be aware. I can't imagine somebody on Saturday, it's warm and they just assume that it's going to be warm again on Sunday. And then if they haven't been listening or paying attention and then go outside Sunday and realize, whoa, what happened with all this cold air literally blowing in here? So wear layers, a heavy coat, scarves, gloves, hats, just anything you can to stay warm out there during the day on Sunday. And of course that goes into Monday and then early Tuesday as well. Now, as we're talking about these ups and downs with these temperatures, I want to show you the calendar for the month of December. And if you know, and we've been talking about this, the first week and a half almost of December, our temperatures were below average every day. And that's indicated by these temperatures here that you see with the blue background. Wednesday, we got up to 59 degrees, and that was the first day, actually since before Thanksgiving, that we had been above average. Then it was below average again on Thursday, and the average high for this time of year is 57. Then today we were way above the average, going up to 64 degrees. We're going to have another above average day tomorrow before we go back to below average here for Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Wednesday afternoon's highs are going to start moving back up to around 60 degrees, so we'll be back to above average there. So far this month, we've had 10 days below average, 2 days above average, and we'll add another day to the above average column here going through the day tomorrow with those temperatures. That'll be, excuse me, in the mid 60s. So a reminder, that weather impact alert beginning Sunday with that cold air moving in, and it goes through early on Tuesday morning. And we've got the falling temperature Sunday. The wind is going to make it feel colder. You've got to bundle up here as this moves on in. Now, we have dry weather conditions over us now. We had a good bit of sunshine today, and then at times that sun would mix in with a few clouds. We had some clouds over the metro area a little bit earlier. They were mainly high, thin clouds. Gave us another beautiful sunset out there tonight when the sun went down at 5:30. With some of those clouds around, it gave us a nice orange glow there on the horizon. Now those clouds are pushing down to the south. We're clear I-20 northward, and then just south of I-20, that's where we have a few of those clouds around. It's beautiful out there, and the temperatures are still holding on pretty nicely too. It's not frigid, but it is starting to get colder. We're going to be moving down into the 40s tonight and then bottoming out in the lower 40s here tomorrow morning. Nothing major is going to be moving our way as far as any rain or precip pushing in. We've got a good area of high pressure sitting on top of us, but when that front comes in on Saturday, late Saturday, there is very limited moisture with it. There's a low chance, about a 20% chance, mainly on the south side, that there could be a couple of raindrops in association with it. Here's a live look right now at our tower cam up in Blue Ridge, where you can see some of the Christmas and holiday lights there, even some of the lights on the train there, on the train cars, looking really nice. Now, it is cool in Blue Ridge tonight, but not crazy cold or anything like that, but it will be crazy cold up in the mountains here on a Sunday, Monday, and early on Tuesday. This is a live view from our tower cam at Northside Hospital. We're able to move the camera over and tilt it up and see the beautiful view of the Christmas tree. This is just a few feet away from our tower cam there. So when you're driving down 285 and 400 and you see this Christmas tree on top of Northside Hospital, this is a close-up look at it right there where our camera is located. So it's beautiful there with mainly clear skies outside right now. And this is the view from our tower cam at Arizona Avenue at the DeKalb and Fulton County line as we are looking over toward the west to see the city skyline. Looking great there. You can see some of the stars, airplanes flying by, great visibility. So here is that temperature from today, 64. That was our high today after a morning low of 36. The high was above average by a good bit. We should be around 57 for this time of year. So getting up to 64, pretty warm. And tomorrow we'll be in the mid 60s again. The low of 36, 3 degrees below the average. So we went from below average temperatures this morning to above average temperatures here in the afternoon. And of course, every night we always tell you more about the deficit, how it is growing. We need some rain. We're about 6.31 inches below where we should be in rainfall here for the year. So here's how those temperatures timed out today. When we were in those 30s here early this morning, and then we were able to climb up pretty quickly here during the day. We had 60s from 1 o'clock through 5 o'clock. And then at 6 o'clock, we moved down to 58 degrees. So that was nice to be up into those 60s for a few hours there. And again, that high topping off at 64, which was at about 64, which was about 4 o'clock here this afternoon. Here's a look at the temperatures now. We are still in the 50s in Atlanta. Also, Athens is still at 50 degrees. Most places, though, have already fallen into the 40s and will be falling into the 40s next hour. And then moving into the lower 40s once we get into tomorrow morning. We do have some 30s, though, up in the mountains, where in Blairsville it's 39, 39 in Clayton. So a little bit of a range in temperatures from 52 in Atlanta to 39 up in the mountains. But, you know, it is warmer tonight than it was this time last night. We're about 7 degrees warmer right now than we were at 9 o'clock last night. That's for Atlanta. 9 degrees warmer in Athens and Covington. 10 degrees warmer in Canton and in Gainesville. 10 degrees warmer than it was just 24 hours ago. And tomorrow it is going to be pretty similar. We'll have similar temperatures before the bottom drops out during the day here on Sunday. So here's the planner for your Saturday afternoon, starting off at 41. Now, there may be some spots outside the city that start off in the 30s, but I do think here in town, our lowest temperature will be 41. And then look how we rise quickly during the day. We go from 50 degrees at 10 o'clock to 60 degrees at noon, and then getting up to 65 here in the afternoon. A couple of clouds mixing in with the sunshine at times, but still they won't have any rain with them until late Saturday, maybe on the south side. A couple of raindrops possible. But when I show you this forecast track, you'll see that that rain chance isn't really that widespread or anything. So here we go Saturday morning. Mostly sunny skies, a few clouds on the south side, and we'll see a sun and cloud mix during the day here on Saturday as those highs warm up once again. And again, we've got that westerly and southwesterly flow that is keeping us here on the warm side Saturday. Then look what happens going through the overnight hours or late night hours here on Saturday. A little bit of moisture. Nothing really major here, just a 20% chance that you might get hit by a raindrop. I really think that most of us are going to stay dry here on Saturday, but if it does happen, it would be mainly south of us and late on Saturday when we see a couple of those raindrops around. Then look at Sunday morning. All right, you can see here that northerly flow that's coming in, that brings in that cold air and drier air that we're going to experience here too. So notice there that pushes any of that moisture or clouds away from us. And then Sunday is going to be windy. It is going to be blustery. We are going to see those wind chills that are going to make it feel even colder than it is. Wind chills are going to be in the 20s there. And then Monday morning, it is cold again, down to 21 degrees, and then highs in the 40s again on Monday. Tuesday morning, it's going to be in the mid-20s for lows before we start warming back up just a little bit more. So here's a look at the wind chills or the feels-like temperatures. Now, we're not dealing with any wind chill out there now, and this takes us to Saturday night where it's going to feel like it's in the upper 50s, all right? You know, the cooler air hasn't made it in here yet. I want you to watch this blue. As we go through the overnight hours Saturday into Sunday, watch the blue. That's the colder air that's pushing down into our area. By Sunday morning, the temperatures are going to be in the 30s, but the wind chill is going to make it feel like 27 here. It's going to feel like 19 in Dalton and also in Blairsville. That's Sunday morning. Now, you would think that going through the day that it would start feeling better, but that's not the case. Temperatures are only going to be in the 40s. With the wind, it's going to feel like 23 in Atlanta at noon, feeling like 26 in Duluth, feeling like 26 in Peachtree City. What about late afternoon? Is it going to be better? No. It's going to feel like 25 here, feeling like 27 in Peachtree City, feeling like 21 in Canton, feeling like 14 in Blairsville. That's Sunday afternoon, 2, 3 o'clock. Now, let's go into the evening hours on Sunday. This is at 9:30. Air temperatures are going to be falling. The wind is still going to be whipping up. It's going to feel like 18 degrees here in the teens Sunday night, feeling like 17 in Peachtree City, feeling like 12 in Carrollton and in Rome, feeling like 8 in Dalton and also in Clayton when you factor in the wind. And then overnight, still those very cold wind chills that we're going to have around. So that is just kind of, you know, narrowing down that cold air and how it's actually going to feel to you because of the wind. Now, here's a look at Sunday. Again, any of that moisture on the south side early Sunday moving away. Will be dry Sunday afternoon, Monday is dry, Tuesday is dry, it's going to be chilly. But then as the temperatures start warming up a little bit more for the middle and end of the week, we'll watch a couple of more clouds build in, and then eventually some moisture that'll move our way. The European model is actually showing a better chance for rain. Right now on Thursday, we're going with a 30% chance for a shower getting out of here by Friday. This shows the system moving through very quickly, and we'll have to watch the backside of that. If there's any cold air in place on the backside of that system, if it can mix with any frozen stuff in far north Georgia or in Tennessee and North Carolina early on Friday. Nothing looking crazy out there for that right now for Friday. But again, that's just something to watch as we head toward the end of next week and also moving into the weekend, as those temperatures will at least be a little bit warmer in the afternoons, but still some cooler air in the mornings possible. It's mild over us now. It'll be mild with us still on Saturday with the temperatures there in the mid 60s. And then here it comes, that Arctic blast. Now the core of that cold air is going to be up to the north of us, but it's still going to spill a lot of that really cold air our way too. So if you were headed up into Kentucky, West Virginia, into parts of Ohio, Pennsylvania, Indiana, Illinois, it is going to be a lot colder in those areas. We're talking about wind chills below 0 is how it's going to feel for a lot of folks there. But we are still going to be really cold here, the coldest air of the season, but at least it's not as bad as it's going to be up to the north. Then Monday morning, a low of 21. Afternoon highs in the 40s, 20s again Tuesday morning, but then Tuesday afternoon into Wednesday, it's warming up a little bit more. 50s on Tuesday afternoon, 60s, low 60s possible here on Wednesday, then mid 60s on Thursday and Friday into next week. So look at these lows. 41 Saturday morning, and then 37 Sunday morning, and then there we go. 21 Monday morning, 26 Tuesday, 34 by Wednesday. And then look how the highs kind of go along with that. Temperatures near 65 on Saturday. Then 44 Sunday afternoon, but feeling like the 20s, 42 Monday, and then this is that warm up going into Tuesday and Wednesday and into the end of next week as well. So here's the 7-day forecast, how everything times out. We are going to be dry. Saturday's rain chance late on the south side, and it's a low rain chance at only 20%. Then on Sunday, 37 for a low, 44 in the afternoon. But as you know, it's going to be windy, and it's going to be feeling like it is in the 20s on Sunday afternoon. Down to 21 Monday for the air temperature, but feeling a little bit cooler. Now, the wind won't be as bad on Monday. And then back to 42 in the afternoon. 26 Tuesday morning with a high of 53. So there you see the warm-up beginning. That's why that 11 Alive weather impact alert is going to end after the coldest part of the day on Tuesday morning. And then we're back up to 53. 60 on Wednesday for a high, 66 Thursday, and 64 on Friday. And remember, that rain chance coming in on Thursday, it's a low rain chance at only about 30%, so not everybody getting hit. The European model trying to generate a little bit more rainfall here with it. So we'll be fine-tuning this rain chance as we go through the weekend and into next week. Just know we'll be kind of massaging some of those numbers a little bit. Not only the temperatures, but also those percentages too. So thanks for watching this extended weather update on 11 Alive Plus. We'll have another update for you tonight at 11 o'clock. And of course, more updates for you throughout the weekend too. Have a great evening and have a great weekend too.